What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight I'm going to be doing a war recap 182 for our win 182, I should say. Where are we? There we are. And it was versus a Burma Hell Army. You see quite a big difference there, 22 stars, 93% to 72, so quite a big successful win. We knew pretty early that they weren't going to be able to do too much. And you do sort of see, obviously, the eights are gone, a couple of the nines are gone, but they really did struggle. And I mean, you got to have a laugh sometimes. Three defends on Barndo 80, three attacks onto Dave for 1 star. It's it's a very funny game where you find these clans that haven't played long. Maybe they're younger clans, maybe they're just cruising along and doing it for a bit of fun. So for us on them, we didn't get any threes on the Town Hall 10s or 11s. A lot of us did practice on the higher bases. And I am going to show the attack on number 2. It was an 83% from Barndo 80, so my main account. And I did use I did Barndo 81B on that base 2 first, and you'll see that on my live session number 11. And I've just tweaked that army slightly and gotten the 2 stars for the 83%. And I'll show that, and I've had a bit of a think and obviously rewatched the attack quite a few times. Outside of that, I've got 7 replays to show. And I have tried to mix them up. So I've got the 1 Town Hall 11 replay, I've got 4 from Town Hall 9, and then a couple Town Hall 8s just to finish off. So let's have a look at the Barndo 80 attack, and it is worthwhile to go and have a look at the live session just to see the 2 differences with the armies. I did use a air army with Barndo 81B, but I had a bit of a think about it and thought, well, I'll give witches a go, and you see 10 witches plus I had 2 in the clan castle, and I'll point out sort of what I felt was wrong. So you see a good effect out of these Queen. You're going to see quite a few defences go down and good use out of this. 5 healers is quite heavy. Ultimately though, I've said it many times, but these big Queen walks are going to come down to time, and that's where I've run out on this attack. So it would have been a 3 star given another 30 odd seconds, and that's where I haven't broken it down enough in watching the replay from Barndo 81, and I should have watched it a few more times and actually specifically looked at the times. So you see entrance into that little section and then an entrance out. And what's going to happen here is the Queen's going to move towards she'll aggro the enemy Queen on the next building. You see 1 wall breaker go out, just a test. I've got 3 left. That's just a test to make sure that's going to go in the middle. Used a poison early. That's just to slow the damage down on that Queen. I didn't need a rage at that stage, but I've put 1 down now to get this Hound and Loon. See 1 wizard go down. My intention was to get that wizard to splash damage, kill that Loon. The first one went walkabout, so I'll put down a second one. So really, I'll just pause here. I'm at 1minute 47 seconds left, so I've used 1minute and 45 already, and this is where I've really made, I guess, the biggest mistake. Really, when the Hound was good, when the wizard had gone to the Loon, that's when I should have gone to do my ground. The ground's going to enter in here and jump into the middle. That was the whole intention of the raid, but I've just sort of got hung up in this Queen a bit too much, and I was a bit worried that she might pat differently there, but even still I haven't got my ground down right. Witches should be going, they should be going nuts. I can ignore that Queen, she's got an ability, so you've got the oh shit button. Nothing major is happening there, and I'll show something else here. You see I dropped the witches down first and not the king. The king would have pushed my numbers, and I wanted to make sure that the Queen was targeted first. The reason being, targeted from the Eagle artillery, the Queen's going to heal, and then it's going to switch targets. The Eagle's going to want to switch to another target, which will be your king, and you don't want to lose your king. I definitely wasn't going to go with golems. So it's a heavy amount of witches. I didn't put my warden down straight away. That was a big failure. You see that first giant bomb took out 4 or 5 wizards. No witches. And I've just realised the warden didn't go down on me first touch. So very well timed warden's ability there, because that splash would have really wrecked those witches. Queen's ability had to get used. Jump to exit that midfield. Still got a huge amount of witches left. King's almost gone. Queen's mopping up, going for it. You'll see I'll get another wizard down on the outside just to help out with DPS. But I've only got 30 seconds left. I know it's pretty much over, and I'm just hoping that everything can walk through. Still have 4 witches in midfield. Just summoning these skeletons. Queen at full life. There was still, I think, 4 healers there. And that's where you're going to be going. So, raid's over. Still got 4 witches left. The Queen, a couple of wizards out there. I was at least a good 30 seconds off. Possibly more. So, really, I've watched the raid several times myself, because these are things I'm trying to be able to get to. This base is still a very popular base in random wars. And it's something that if you get the ability to 3-star those, yeah, will work well for your clan. Next, I will show number 8. This was Phoenix's attack. I did show this base live with Bando 82, but I went in with a couple of golems and a loon tail and stuffed it up with lightnings, and Phoenix has gone in with a good go-boho. So 1 jump, 3 heals. So now he'll throw those redheads in. Unfortunately, by the time he gets them out, they've padded away for the closer buildings. So either way, they've acted as tanks, and he's worked on that. You do see how he starts to drop out a few hogs, so he's registered the fact that the Valks have gone walkies, and he's just going to use those as side tanks in the end. Still got 3 hogs. He wasn't aware of where the giant bombs were for this map, but obviously you do see a lot have been triggered in the midfield there, so he knows there's only going to be 1 left. Lucky he got those hogs out as well to take the aggro off that expo. He got a lot more traction out of that Queen than what I thought he was going to get. That's the 3rd one down. So it wasn't definitely wasn't his best raid, but he smashed out the 3 regardless, and done well. Starting to mix up the go-the-hose a bit more, Phoenix. It's good because we do have probably too strong a reliance on go hogs. I will actually show a couple of go hogs this war, but it's nice to get these different raids out. There's wars like this where we know we've won very early. It's good to get that bit of a practice. So I've sort of put the challenge out for my guys. Next time we have a war like this, let's maybe try some armies with dragons, a few more queen walks, mix it up, have a bit of fun at the same time. Obviously we wouldn't do it if it's going to be risking a war. But it's nice to have a bit of a challenge every now and again. Learn some different things. So this time DTN's gone in with his stoned go hog. He's got pretty good level heroes there, 20 and 24. The patient waiting of the minion. Righto, drawing CC. That's a really bad spot to have his giant bombs. I wonder whether he's going to test the other spots. You see that's in the middle right there. So I wonder whether he goes to the effort to test the other 2 sides. I have watched this, but I didn't see the giant bomb triggered. So he's drawn the CC. He's got that out. He's not got any poisons because he's taken in a 4 set of earthquakes, and that's to open in on a corner. I do like how he's gone in with that. I expect he's going to rage his kill squad now. No, he just works through those clan castle troops. There's his rage. So started with his hogs. You see, he knows he's going to have no giant bombs there. He doesn't have a lot of incoming damage, so he just rides it to start off with. No need to waste a heal that early. Tries to get this decent overlapping heal in the middle there, and possibly get the golems at the same time. Again, that nice overlapping heal. That clan castle golem must be on full health. There's the other giant bomb. Just a poorly designed map in the end, so didn't take a rocket scientist to work that one out, but nonetheless he's done a good attack. Well done, DTN. Let's have a look at 15 next. That was Muzzer. I don't get to show too many Muzzers, but he's gone in with his shattered go hog, and I didn't mind the attack. It was good. He got good use out of the golems and the king and queen. We'll speed this up. That takes about 30 seconds to get through there. So he's gone in with the 2 poisons for the clan castle troops, and they've done a touch of damage to the heroes as well. I do think though he did miss the first poison. Yep, so that dragon hasn't died. Keeping in mind a level 4 poison and any other poison will kill a max dragon. And they're only a level 4 dragon as well. So good herding on his kill squad there. He's got them in. I like that. A couple of side hogs. Maybe just a touch early. If he had have waited until his golems had aggro, it then would have got that. So he is thinking about the side, and more we slowly try to get these into our raids, because a few hogs, if you get 1 defense, maybe even 2 defenses with 1 or 2 hogs, it's worth it. You see that queen, she's been sold up shit creek, and she's got no tanks, he's got no hogs, so it possibly might have been a bit better to hog from the left hand side, but he's gone in from the right regardless. Queen's died now. He's still got golems in midfield, so they were holding on. Again, no double giant bombs by looking, so he's read that well. Still got the skeletons following him along, giving him the shits. There's that last giant bomb. Just enough hogs, all various different health levels. And that's it. Well done, Muzz. And the last building is the clan castle. Town hall. How many times we've hit 99% with 1 star? It's really annoying. Now let's have a look at this one. Bend over. This is one of my minis, and it's fun. It's just enjoyable to throw it into a war. The base weight I think is 33,000. Yet I've just started getting into Golaloons, and this is a cold-blooded Golaloon. I love my pentas. There is still room for pentas in attacks, but these bases had dragons generally, so it was a bit risky. I have done a penta where you can poison out the dragon, but still you play a big risk. And these aren't huge level defences on the base either. Sorry, you will see a bit of a pause. We've just got some family and friends and in-laws and that visiting. So, you go with the cold-blooded Golaloon. You see the placement of the golem there. It was put at a point where I wanted to make sure, obviously, of the wall breakers. And you see level 3 wall breakers, it's annoying. It's really hard planning to do it. First wall breaker got fried, and then I've sort of gone, oh no, and the kings managed to break the doors, which is nice. The enemy queen's come over, she'll walk out. So you see she walks just that extra bit out. King's got aggro. I did rage into the giant bomb, so that was probably a little bit of a newbie mistake. But then that rage to go over the queen, level 5 queen, big dragon out there blowing, huffing and puffing. Got to make sure you get that down, otherwise your raid's pretty knackered. So there it is, dragon's dead. Still got 4 haste, only level 1s at the moment, 1 rage left. And you see, I don't get real fancy with the hounds. I just want to make sure they tank around in a clockwise fashion. Extra couple of seconds and the queen would have stayed alive, funnily enough. Probably overstacked the loons up top there, but they will come in handy in the midfield, as that X-bow at the left there didn't have enough. So that's worked well, and then just saved an extra couple of loons to keep tracking around. What I love about Golar loons done like this, or even just lava loons, is haste spell. Level 1 gets the same movement bonus as a max haste, max rage. So generally, if your balloons you've got 2 or 3, you don't need that damage bonus. It's about speed, it's about moving them. So it does only last the 10 seconds for a level 1. So level 2 obviously is a lot better, mainly for the additional time. It lasts at 15 seconds. So that was that one. I use this account when we're short of numbers, or you want to remove one account, add one account, just to get those matchups. And we'll look at now. I was going to show a Bando 83, but I might leave that. I'll show number 25, and we'll have a look at the Menace. Now he's gone in with a single golem, go hog. I think it's hogs in his clan castle as well, and he's just started with a fairly simple double poison on the dragon. Get rid of that, remove that out of the playfield. So the golem down the bottom, level 2, so he's spent the time and effort to level them up. Good thing about learning these armies is when you take your accounts to Town Hall 9 is it's your strongest and quickest army you go hogs, especially when you do your clan castle up to 30 troop space, and you can take that max level golem as your donated troop. Straight away you've seen he's got 2 giant bombs there, pops his king, that's a good reaction. Didn't know there was going to be a 3rd bomb there. So that's this is a 1-hit base, so it hasn't been opened or anything like that. So it's just a brilliant score off his golem section. Golem's still taking those skellies away. And when that shatters, the skellies will die, of course. Second heal down. You see he's not putting a heap of hogs down all at once. It's nice just to spread your hogs out a bit so you're not losing too much to traps, to bombs, and it keeps everything moving nice and fast. So Town Hall 8, still there. I think it's losing a little bit of shine at the moment. And I think once we start getting more clans at level 10, there's going to be less and less Town Hall 8s and more feeders or niche clans, I guess. But yeah, that was that one. So that was the war versus the old Burma Hell Army. Pretty convincing win, and we had a lot of fun mucking around doing different things and trying to get a bit more attacking power. It was nice for our Town Hall 10s as well to get a little bit of 3-star practice rather than having to always go for those 2 stars on the 11s. But other than that, hope I've taught you something, and clash on.